Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Shakuna right here, and we're back with another Feed the Spirit episode. This is episode 15, and today we're going to be talking about love, why it's a spiritual gift, what the definition of love, what love can look like, why it's important, and how it was talked about biblically. So let's just get right into it. So the passage we're going to be reading today is all of 1 Corinthians 13. So to set up context for this passage, Paul writes 1 Corinthians. And in 1 Corinthians, he starts to talk about the spiritual gifts that people are given and how the church of Corinth is misusing them and that there's a lack of unity and love between the people in the church of Corinth. So he's writing this letter to them. And in 1 Corinthians 13, he explains what love is, how love acts, and how it is important. So I'll just start reading the chapter. Read along if you would like. So he says, "If I have all the eloquence of men or of angels," eloquence meaning persuasiveness in his talk, like being a smooth talker, basically. "If I have all the eloquence of men or of angels, but speak without love, I am simply a gong booming or a cymbal clashing." Meaning that if I'm to have all this smooth talk, and I am a very good and persuasive talker, much like how those in authority are, but I'm not to talk with love and instead talk with evil, bad intentions, bad motives, and just straight up not use that gift for good, then I'm useless. I'm just a loud noise that helps nobody. It does no good, like a gong booming. And the gong is one of those big cymbals in Asian culture that they like slam and it goes boom. It's basically what he's saying. "If I have the gift of prophecy, understanding all the mysteries there are, and knowing everything, and if I have faith in all its fullness to move mountains, but without love, then I am nothing at all." He's reiterating that without love, no matter how smart he is or how much knowledge he has nothing at all. You can know so much about the Bible, the historical context, and how to implement it into your life, but if you are to not use love and implement it into your life, then it's useless. You're nothing. You don't gain any substance if you're not to use it with love. He then states, "If I give away all that I possess, piece by piece, and I even let them take my body to burn it, but am without love, it will do me no good whatsoever." So if you were to have the bad motive, or if you were to have a negative motive, or just no motive at all that had to do with love, to give away your items or your life, then there's no point to it. It's like if I was a millionaire and I gave away all of my money to homeless people, but I did it just for show, just to look like a good person, and I didn't actually do it out of genuine love for people and to actually help them because I love them. It's useless. It's as if I'm obviously going to be useful to the person, but to God, he knows your heart posture on it, and he knows that it's not because you actually love people. It's not because you actually follow him. "Love is patient and kind. It is never jealous. Love is never boastful or conceited." Conceited meaning prideful. So boastful or prideful. "It is never rude or selfish. It does not take offense and is not resentful," meaning like holding a grudge against somebody, like you resent them, you just hate them, really, have something against them. "Love takes no pleasure in other people's sins, but delights in the truth. It is always ready to excuse, to trust, to hope, and to endure whatever comes." So in this passage right here, there is a lot of substance. So first it says that love is patient. So whenever you're interacting with people, you always must be patient, because if you instantly demand something or something like that, you clearly don't love the person and just love either the attention that you get from them or something from them. You're treating it like a transaction. But if you're not patient with them, you're not showing love to them. He then says, "It's kind and it is never jealous." So of course love is kind. That's pretty clear and obvious to most people. But it also says love is never jealous. So let's say you had a significant other, or you just had somebody that you loved or cared about, and they said, "I'm gonna hang out with this person." Don't get jealous. Don't think that you own that person. That's why it is not a part of love. because that makes it to where you think you're on a higher standing than the other person if you're jealous. It makes you have pride and think that you deserve something more than somebody else if you're jealous. Love is never boastful or conceited. So love will never be, oh, I'm better than you, oh, I'm higher than you, oh, look at what I did, look at what I did. It should always be the other person first. Love takes no pleasures in other people's sins, but delights in the truth. This is something that you kind of get from being a Christ follower. Whenever you see other people sinning, your first thought shouldn't be, oh, they're sinning, that's bad. Your first thought should be, oh, that's sad, that's not good. That's like it should be sadness or mourning rather than, oh, that person's sinning, or, oh, that person's sinning, let's glorify cussing or glorify drinking or glorify sex out of marriage. All of those things shouldn't be glorified nor condemned. It should be sad to you when you see it happening, because you know where that person is at in order to do those different things. And then Paul writes, it is always ready to excuse, to trust, to hope, and to endure whatever comes. Love is always looking for the good in people. It's always hoping for the best in them, hoping that they will be a better person next time, or thinking that they can change. Love is the idea of hope and putting your faith in the fact that they can and will change, or that a situation will be okay. As it says, and to endure whatever comes. Love allows you to endure whatever situation it is. By loving God and putting your faith in Him, you understand that you are safe no matter the situation. Love does not come to an end. This is very important. It is important to know that our God loves us perfectly and will forever love us perfectly. It never comes to an end. That's what true love is. So if you love somebody, that means whatever happens, whatever they do, whatever you do, it never ends. No matter what the situation is, the love never wavers. It never just goes away. You still love them. But if there are gifts of prophecy, the time will come when they must fail, or the gift of languages. It will not continue forever. And knowledge, for this too, the time will come when it must fail. He's saying that love stands forever, but all the knowledge in the world, all the gifts that you have been given, they will go away, whether it's throughout your life or after your life ends. At a certain time, they will end. But love is forever, because God is forever and God is love. For our knowledge is imperfect, and our prophesying is imperfect. But once perfection comes, all imperfect things will disappear. When I was a child, I used to talk like a child, and think like a child, and argue like a child. But now I am a man. All childish ways are put behind me. Now we are seeing a dim reflection in a mirror, but then we shall be seeing face to face. Paul is saying that because of the mirrors that were made back then in his time period, the mirrors in his time period were made of metal, not made of glass like they are now, or whatever they're made out of now. But you couldn't see super clear like you can in mirrors today. It was very blotchy and blemishy, so it was blurry. You couldn't see perfectly like you can now. So he was saying, we are now looking in a mirror, but soon we will be looking face to face, meaning that once we are in heaven, we will see clearly and know everything that we don't know now. The knowledge that I have now is imperfect, but then I shall know as fully as I am known. Basically what I just said before. In short, there are three things that last: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. Paul ends it off perfectly by letting us know that love, no matter what the circumstances, always prevails over anything. It endures, it doesn't end, and has all the power in the world to make things right. Our God is love. He has given us love, and we shall use that love for others and for Him. Jesus told us that loving to God with all your heart, soul, and mind is the greatest encapsulation of the commandments. And by doing this, it will overflow out of you to love others and to act as these different characteristics, as Paul points out. I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope you guys learned something about love that the world has not taught you before. God's definition of love is super different than the worldly type of love. The word agape in Hebrew is God's love, and it's to lay down your life for somebody. That's what God did for us, and that's how we should treat other people. I love you guys. I hope you guys learned something, and make sure that you love each other. God bless.